This video is a response to a client who has inquired that he wants to expand his operations in Greece. He has already established a Cyprus company and he wants to trade in Greece. So we take this opportunity to make this video and talk to you about your options and what this action entails. So if you want to operate in a different country, you have two ways of doing so. You either create a company in that country or you create a branch in that country. The main distinction between the two that you need to always remember is that a branch really is an extension of your own company. So it does not have its own legal personality, but it's an extension of your already established, let's say, Cyprus company. So in our specific example, if this client wants to operate in Greece via branch, or even though he will need a representative in Greece and to fill in some other local requirements there, the ownership and the legal personality will be of his Cyprus company. The other option you have, of course, is to create a Greek company, which could either be a subsidiary of your Cyprus company or could be a standalone Greek company with yourselves being the shareholders. That's it. In terms of profitability, filing requirements, financial statements, and so on, you shouldn't really bother about them because either a branch or a local company in Greece or in any other jurisdiction, they all need to do their filings there. So you need to hire local accountants, you need to prepare financial statements. In some jurisdictions, in most I would say, you need to pay local tax there. In most jurisdictions, you will need to hire personnel so that your branch has substance. So the same rules apply for a branch as for a company. When I'm saying rules, I mean filing requirements, hiring an accountant, and maybe hiring a local lawyer. So you shouldn't bother too much on whether or not it should be a company or a branch. This is something that your accountants, your tax consultants will advise you depending on your real operational needs and your real exposure, because the underlying principle to this decision from experience is the legality of the matter and not the costs. So if you are trading under a trade name, or if you're doing something that you could be sued, or if you want to ring fence your Cyprus company, then maybe establishing a subsidiary company abroad is not a good idea. Maybe it's better to have an independent company abroad where you will be the shareholder, and if anything happens to that company abroad, you will ring fence it against your Cyprus operations. For instance, if, however, you're running a risk-free operation and it's important for you to enhance the trade name or the branding of your existing Cyprus company, maybe it makes sense to you to open a branch abroad or open a subsidiary. As we said, in terms of costs, you have to pay the consultants anyway, so don't bother about that. And the main difference in terms of accounting is that the branch results need to be absorbed by the Cyprus results. So you're going to show that your turnover will be your local Cyprus turnover plus, let's say in our example, the Greek turnover, and you're going to do the same with all the expenses. Whilst if you create an overseas subsidiary or an associate company, in the financial statements of your Cyprus company, in the balance sheet, you will reflect that as an investment in subsidiary or as an investment in associates. Again, for business, this is not important. What's important is for you to think the legality and whether you want to ring fence the Cyprus operation to the Greek operation. If there is no risk of getting sued or anything going wrong in Greece that could harm your Cyprus operations, either proceed with a branch or with a subsidiary or an associate, depending if you're 100% shareholder or 75% and so on. And don't worry about the fees, because you will end up paying local Greek accountants and local advisors, as well as local taxes and payroll expenses and taxes. Having said that, Usually the creation of an overseas company is a bit more expensive than a branch, but again, the difference does not justify you wasting any time and compromising your objectives. More about overseas issues, consolidations, decision making, transfer pricing issues, double tax treaties, send us an email at kt@cyprusaccountants.com.cy and we will be more than happy to assist you. We can facilitate the creation of any company and any branch anywhere in the world because we belong in very powerful networks and associations. So for us, it's very easy to verify the local needs, run them with you, and if you're happy with the setup, the structure, the costs, we can proceed accordingly with the creation.